good to be here after a long day of work, y'all. At nighttime I do comedy, but during the daytime I got a different type of gig. During the daytime, y'all, I'm a behavior therapist for kids with autism. Thank you. Oh, shit, thank you. And like, don't get me wrong, like I love the kids I work with, but they stress me the hell out, y'all. They really do stress me the hell out, right? Like, based on the shit they do, I don't know if it's autism or if they're just bad as hell, all right? So sometimes I get confused. Like one thing we do, we work on their social interactions, okay? Because a lot of people think kids with autism are blunt and rude. That's not the case, guys, all right? They just say the first thing that comes to their head, okay? The way I like to think about it, kids with autism say things adults wish they could say. Yes. You know? Yes. Like imagine every mean thing you will tell another adult, but you can't. They don't got that filter. For example, one day it was 8 a.m. in the morning. I saw a little kid walking through the hallway, and I was like, "Hey man, good morning." And he said, "Shut up!" I'm trying to be the responsible adult. I'm like, "Yo, my man, use your nice words." He said, "Shut up, please!" And I didn't talk for the rest of the day. Another thing about these kids, man, kids with autism are very bold, all right? Like they see like a little opportunity to take advantage of it right then and there with no second guessing. Another quick story. Fellas, you know sometimes when we bend over to tie our shoes, right, our butt crack get exposed. It happens. One day I was bent over to tie my shoes, and out of nowhere, I felt a finger tickling the top of my butt crack. Yeah. Listen, y'all, it scared me so bad, I accidentally said my safe word. I was like, "Ooh, Cheerios!" I'm like, "Yo, who the hell was that?" And now I see a little 7-year-old girl going like this. Now, the girl is nonverbal, right? Which means she cannot talk. Because someone who could talk would be like, "Hey, yo, Mike, your ass crack is out." But all she knows is sign language. And I just found out the week that this means, "Hey, yo, Mike, your ass crack is out." You gotta take care of that, my man. These kids will also flame your ass up, all right? They'll flame you up for real. Like, there's been so many times I've left that place feeling insecure. Like, I had to change my lifestyle recently, man, because one day I was chilling, minding my own business, and this little girl ran up to me, smacked my gut, and said, "Baby!" Do you know how crazy that was? I had to change the whole way I moved, man, I swear to God. Like, as soon as I got home, y'all, I put on my workout clothes, put on my running shoes, and I went to get an abortion. Because I'm gonna bring no child like that in this world, not with my body, damn it, hell no. Yeah, man, after working with kids a lot, man, I don't know if I want kids necessarily anymore, you know? Because, like, we work with kids from, like, 9 to 5. You don't want to see their ass from 5 to 9, right? That's some real shit. And like, when I tell people like my girlfriend these kind of things, she'll be like, "Oh my God, Michael, stop it. You will make such a great dad." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you, baby. You'll make such a great single mother." Now, I know people don't like that joke, y'all. It's just a joke, okay? I love my girlfriend, okay? She has a kid, I'm going to be there. In spirit. Nah, man, but further, I'm scared to be a parent because, like, I base parenthood off of my parents, all right? Like, true stuff. Like, one person I think about in particular is my dad. I have a very interesting dad. We got a lot of interesting moments together. For example, I remember one time growing up, I caught my dad watching porn. Yeah, I know. He was clearly embarrassed, man, because when I walked in, he was like, "Oh, nigga, can you knock?" And I'm like, well, we're in the kitchen, so we eat eggs here, sir. What do you... But yeah, man. Well, I know I'm talking about my dad, but for real though, my dad is a real interesting person. Believe it or not, when my dad was in college and he was a journalism major, he actually interviewed Martin Luther King's former bodyguard. True story. And he found out a lot about Martin Luther King's former bodyguard, right? He found out that Martin Luther King was a sex freak. Yeah, true story, y'all. Martin Luther King loved to have sex, all right? He used to be having orgies, threesomes, all that stuff, okay? Now, some people will say he liked pussy motor integration. Those people are me, but like sometimes I think to myself, like, yo, like, what if Martin Luther King was like alive today, you know? Like, what if Martin Luther King could be himself? What if Martin Luther King made a speech about how to pleasure a woman? How would it sound like? Probably something like this. women fought long and hard for racial equality. But now there's a new battle amongst us. And that battle is achieving the female orgasm. I have a dream. And it's a wet dream. I have a dream one day 75% of women will reach the mountaintop. I have a dream one day that women's climates will roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. Women have wants and women have needs. A wise woman by the name of Cardi B once said, "Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy in your face and swipe your nose like a credit card. Make it cream, make it scream. I have a dream. And we won't stop till every woman in this nation screams, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I came at last." I know when I die one day, Martin King will be waiting for me like, "Nigga, you was talking all that shit."